From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We've seen a beautiful day in the forecast with plenty of sunshine, a little bit of some clouds, and yes, a little bit of some rain showers into the afternoon. But right now, temperatures 68 degrees in both Jackson and Hillsdale. Hillsdale 65 degrees, and we're looking at 68 degrees in both Lansing and even Grand Ledge. Satellite radar is showing those lake effect rain showers, coming to an end and pushing off to our east. We're going to see some dry time before another chance for some rain showers move in as we head into the day tomorrow. Temperatures falling right back down into the 50s and upper 40s for tonight, with partly cloudy to mostly clear skies once those rain showers get out of the area for tonight. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 5:30 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5:30.
Right now at 5:30, sheriff's officials in Michigan say a woman was carrying an explosive device before she was shot by a deputy. Plus, a former Mexican cartel kingpin apologizes in court for flooding the U.S. with drugs. And the U.S. Coast Guard rescues dozens of sharks trapped in illegal fishing nets. Those stories and a lot more, and all in the first 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Let's start that clock. And we begin tonight in Mecosta County, where sheriff's officials say a woman who deputies shot on Friday was carrying a, quote, gasoline explosive device. Today, Mecosta County sheriff's officials said they were called to a property southwest of Big Rapids because a woman would not leave. When deputies arrived, they say she moved like she was going to throw the explosive device at them, so one deputy shot her. Tonight, the woman is recovering in a hospital. We're told she is expected to survive. The Michigan Sheriff's Association is investigating the case. Staying with explosives, Michigan State Police say they found a grenade in a vehicle in the MSP Flint Post parking lot. It happened on Saturday. The MSP bomb squad safely disposed of it. The state police say if you find what you think is an explosive device, do not try to move it. Instead, call 911 and a bomb squad will be sent to your location. 3 people were hurt in an explosion in a St. Louis, Missouri area neighborhood this morning. Look at this video. Officials say 3 homes were destroyed, 20 others damaged. When firefighters arrived, 5 houses were on fire. Throughout the day today, crews have been searching for additional victims in the rubble. We know at least 1 dog was killed in a blast as well. They say they found no evidence of a gas leak in the area, and the explosion is still being investigated. In Ohio, a woman is accused of drowning her 4-year-old child in a lake and then driving a golf cart with her other 2 children into the water on Saturday. The woman and the 2 children, who are 15 and 18, survived. The father of the children was found drowned in the lake on Sunday. The teenagers say their mom was making statements about talking to God as she drove them into the lake. Tonight, she is hospitalized for mental health issues. The family is from a nearby Amish community and was visiting the lake for the weekend. Firefighters in California are trying to get the upper hand on a fast-moving wildfire raging in Northern California's wine country. Hot and dry conditions are fueling the fire, which started last Thursday and is now the largest to hit that part of the state this year. So far, flames have burned through nearly 7,000 acres, and the fire is only 13% contained. Officials declared a state of emergency in Napa County over the weekend, forcing people living there to leave their homes.
Generally, the fire exhibited backing and smoldering, which is the burning of heavy materials that are deadened down well interior from containment lines. The largest risk currently will come from any burning material that potentially dislodges and rolls downhill into unburned material.
Napa County is no stranger to devastating fires. In 2020, a fire burned more than 67,000 acres and destroyed more than 1,500 structures. In a New York City courtroom today, former Mexican cartel kingpin Ismael El Mayo Zambada pleaded guilty to federal charges and avoided the death penalty. During today's hearing, Zambada said he was sorry for helping flood the U.S. with cocaine, heroin, and other drugs. He also admitted to directing squads of hitmen to carry out assassinations. Police arrested the 77-year-old in Texas last year. He's expected to be sentenced in January to life in prison. Also in legal news, prosecutors have charged musician Lil Nas X with 4 felonies today, including assaulting police officers, after they say They confronted him walking nearly naked on the street last week in Los Angeles. Police arrested him and believe he was overdosing on drugs. He was taken to a hospital and then to jail. In Baltimore, Kilmar Abrego Garcia has been detained by immigration authorities, his lawyer said today. He appeared with his family at a rally today before turning himself in. Abrego Garcia was wrongfully deported in March to a notorious prison in his native El Salvador. He was returned to the U.S. in June to face human smuggling charges that his lawyers call preposterous and vindictive.
The only reason that they've chosen to take him into detention is to punish him. To punish him for exercising his constitutional rights. His constitutional right to fight back against being illegally deported to El Salvador. His constitutional right to speak up through his court filings on the torture and treatment that he received in El Salvador at the direct request of our government.
Government officials say they're planning to deport Abrego Garcia to Uganda. In Florida, the U.S. Coast Guard says it offloaded the largest amount of cocaine in the service's history. Officials reported today more than 38 tons of cocaine was seized in 19 operations between the Eastern Pacific Ocean and Caribbean Sea. They also seized more than 14,000 pounds of marijuana, and altogether the drugs are valued at $473 million. The Coast Guard says the drugs are equal to about 23 million doses. It was a busy weekend for the Coast Guard in Florida as members also freed 70 sharks and 20 other fish after they became trapped in illegal fishing lines on Saturday. The crew of the Coast Guard cutter Yellowfin removed about 2.3 miles of lines, which they say were set by Mexican fishermen about 31 miles offshore, which is within U.S. waters. And flying high to end the first 6 minutes of news, the skies above Sri Lanka were filled with kites from around the world on Sunday. It was the Colombo International Kite Festival. More than 55 kite flyers from 25 countries joined about 500 locals for the festival. The festival was created by Sri Lanka's Tourism Bureau in 2015 and is back after a 6-year pause. I would love to see something like that in person.
I absolutely love kites and everything about this. This is just so cool.
Yeah. Do we have some kite flying weather here in mid-Michigan?
Honestly, I think today and probably tomorrow are probably going to be pretty nice kite flying weather, and it's also going to be sweater weather as we see our taste of fall continue.